Good morning guys, welcome back to another video. Today I really need to tackle the house. We had a day out yesterday for Cora's birthday, so we spent the entire day out, but for some reason, even though we weren't in the house, it is beyond crazy messy. So that's what we're doing today. We're going to completely tidy, completely deep clean this whole entire house because it needs some love, and that's what I'm going to give it today. So we just need to get started, but I'm going to show you a quick before because yeah. So I'll quickly show you what we're fighting with. I keep looking over there because I'm like, the dishwasher's clearly staring at me as if to say, hello, have you got about me? So yeah, I'll show you what we've got going on first. So starting over here, we've got leftover cake. I think I might just bin it. This is empty, there's crumbs on the top. We've got dirty pots, we've got a tea towel, we've got things that need to go in the bin, we've got things in the sink, these are clean, and then we've got like just stuff everywhere, like a wire, my laptop, just stuff with my tripod, but then we've got like things in the mail that need sorting, an iPad. Oliver was poorly yesterday, so medicine been out. There's a bag from yesterday, an upside down pushchair. For once this area isn't all that bad, but yeah, we've got some cereal that needs cleaning up. I want to do the floors, and then Dino and Fishy need to go back upstairs to Oliver's bed, and then we've just got some washing to do. I don't think I've got that much, to be fair. But laundry wise, I've got the tablecloth needs doing, and then, oh yeah, so very little. There's probably loads upstairs that I've not even seen, so I'll probably get 1 or 2 loads of laundry done. I do want to organise in here, but that's for another day. It's going to have to be another day because the house needs the TLC first over I need the organisation. So, and then we'll go into so bathrooms need cleaning, the playroom needs cleaning, and then this is Oliver's new thing. It's the toot toot drivers stuff. I didn't even open the blinds, that's how we're doing. And then this just kind of needs tidying up. I actually sat and made a list this morning of all the things. It's double-sided. And I went room by room, so I was like, what the master bedroom needed, the hallway, living room, playroom, bathrooms, kitchen, and Oliver's room. So that's my list, because there's always something I forget to do, so that's going to help me today to keep on track. So let's just get started.
Watch me breaking, I swear. You're falling into me, touch me, I swear. You would do anything that I want, so keep us awake till the dawn. Baby, feel free. I wanna make you sweat on me. I wanna make you sweat on me. I got you wrapped around my finger, but don't you try to call me tomorrow. There's nothing personal in having a little fun.
So I decided to clean out the sink. It didn't really need a big clean, but I wanted to clean out. And I had some stuff that I've got a couple of things, like little wood things that you obviously don't put in the dishwasher. I've got a bamboo bowl with Oliver's that can't go in the dishwasher. So I thought, get those cleaned up. And then I wanted to clean out the sink with the new power paste, I think it's called, from Scrub Daddy, Scrub Mommy people. I got it from B&M. I got it in a little haul. I'll leave a link to the haul in the description. But yeah, so I found it and I thought, oh, this is really good. This will be really good to use on the sink and the hob and some places that I really struggle to kind of really get it to like shine. So the sink is a little, not battered. It's just I don't take care of it. That's my problem. If I would have chosen, I would have preferred to have a ceramic sink, but that's just me being fancy, trying to be fancy. So, but then also, like, I didn't realise the kind of effect it had until I watched this footage back. So while I'm editing now, I can see how good the difference is, because I was like, oh yeah, it worked. But I was like, oh no, it looked really nice. Like, it's still gleaming now, and I think, wow. I don't know if I use it properly, but it was good. I was impressed. So yeah, if you are interested, I would go buy it and try it if you can. It says on the side what it's good for, like metal, like hobs and sinks and stuff, ceramics and all sorts of different like surfaces and stuff. So it's really good. It's very versatile and it's a natural cleaner. So that was nice. I do like the fact that I'm sporting some lovely red gloves there. I like to keep gloves sometimes when I'm doing certain things of washing and cleaning, because I don't like the stuff on my hands, and I have so it's weird. Sometimes I get like an allergic reaction in my what do you call it? My ring finger. I sometimes get a bit of a reaction in my ring finger, and it's due to the soap and stuff that gets stuck under my rings. So I have to be careful of how many like products and stuff I use on my hands. So when it comes to cleaning, I like to often wear gloves just to make sure that I'm not getting a load of stuff stuck under there, because then my skin gets like blistery and peels and it like itches. My sister used to have it, but she has an allergic reaction to cheap metals. So that was, but mine just seems to be like a build-up of soap and stuff. So yeah, interesting fact of the day about me. So I went and once I'd kind of rinsed it, I got a cloth to kind of like clean off the rest of the residue. And it was just like, oh, gleamy. It was very nice. And it was really easy to use. Obviously, I just dampened the sponge, put it in the little pot and zhuzhed it around a little. And then I could just rub it around. So the sponge has got a soft side, so it's like a sponge. But then the other side is a rough side. So if you need to like actually like really work it into something to get it off. So that was really nice, because at least you didn't have to think about having two sponges or two like scrubber type things. And it was like an all-in-one. So that was cool. Also, I don't know why my camera's doing this weird thing. I think it's to do with the lighting in the kitchen's not the best. And I usually film on my phone, but my storage was full. And I was a bit like, does anybody else hate having to sort out the storage on the phone? Like, I'm not going to delete those pictures from 9 years ago, because they're pictures I still want from 9 years ago. What does everybody do? Where do you put these pictures you still want, but you can't possibly keep everything on your phone? Where do they go? Do you put them in like a Dropbox, a server? Do you keep them on a hard drive? What do you do? Or do you just pass it off to your other half like I do? So yeah, I couldn't film on my phone, which was a bit annoying. So that's why it looks a little dark and a little bit meh, because I used the camera, and it's just so much hard work. Ugh. I know, complaining, first world problems. Also, I really like Mrs. Myers, as you may know, but I really want a new scent. I've had this lemon and verbena one for ages, and I've got like a concentrated refill one that I got as a gift from my cousin's fiance who lives in America now. So I've still got plenty of that to go. I've like only just started the concentrate, and obviously it's going to last me a very long time. But I wouldn't mind a different scent. I did find one while I was cleaning, and it's the daisy one. Oh, I forgot how nice it was. It was so nice. So I think I might try and see if I can find some different ones. And yes, I've already managed to break the sponge. I think I caught it on one of the little knob things. So yeah, I used it on the hob and it was great. It was nice. It didn't obviously get any of the scratches and buff it out or anything. I think that's going to be like a completely different thing I'm going to have to try and do. But it did make it feel quite like clean and shiny, and it managed to get off some of the stuff I'd kind of like burnt on there, which happens. Just happens because, you know, meal times are hard, okay? Meal times can be hard. So sometimes I'm just like surviving, not thriving. But there we go. That is just life sometimes. So yeah, I decided I was going to use it on the hob top. And it was good. It was really good. And I enjoyed using it. I just added a little bit of water to kind of like help move it around a little. And then I just cleaned it off with a cloth again. I didn't know how else you'd kind of like clean it off, like get the actual residue off without throwing a load of water on, which then I wouldn't know where the water would go, obviously. So yeah, that was my my takeaway from that.
Oh, so give me your all. I'll take it to Mars. Oh, I'll stick like glue inside your mind. Just watch me breaking. You're sweet. You're falling into me, touch me. I swear you would do anything that I want. So keep us awake till the dawn. Baby, feel free. I wanna make you sweat on me. I wanna make you sweat on me. I got you wrapped around my finger, but don't you try to call me tomorrow. There's nothing personal in having a little fun. You wait and see if it's worth your while. So give me your all. I'll take it to Mars. Oh, I'll stick like glue inside your mind. Just watch me breaking. You're sweet. You're falling into me, touch me. I swear you would do anything that I want. So keep us awake till the dawn. Baby, feel free. I wanna make you sweat on me.
So, me again. I realise I always go, so. I forgot what I was going to say then. But yeah, me again. I was trying to make sure all the bins in the house were emptied because it's bin day tomorrow for the household waste. So I always like to make sure that that's like really full because ours get done every other week. I don't know if anybody else is the same or whatever, but ours get done every other week. So I was trying to make sure that the bin was as full as it can be and everything that was going to go in the bin was in the big bin outside, ready for it being collected tomorrow. And yeah, I was going to clean the floors, but I realised they only did them a couple of days ago and they weren't in such a bad condition that I I needed to do them. There wasn't major dirt in that sense, like stuck on. So I just gave them a quick vacuum just to get up all the breakfast crumbs. And yeah, so it's mainly the kitchen, like around where I cook, because a lot of the time when I'm cooking, obviously stuff drops to the floor. Or when I'm cleaning, sometimes I just sweep the crumbs to the floor because it's easier. And then I'm like, right, at least everything I need to clean is on the floor. And does that make sense? Does anybody else do it that way? So yeah, it was just easier to get it all with the vacuum. I've noticed the vacuum on the Bissell Crosswave is a little better. It's just with how close it can get to the edges is better than the Shark. But obviously the Shark is still really good. I just need to really give it some TLC and a proper deep clean. I need to clean the filters, maybe change a few of the filter things. And it's the anti-wrap hair thing, but my hair is so thick and long and it falls out all the time that it's just causes problems. And I decided to clean our little velvet chairs. I didn't do a great job. It was more because they just wanted to get the crumbs and stuff off them. So I used some of the Vanish on and it's left a little bit of an odd mark. But I think it might be just because they needed to dry. So yeah, we might have to do them again just to kind of make them look a little bit nicer. But they're hard to clean because either way you've kind of got some sort of line. But they're surviving well, to say we've got quite a messy toddler. I don't know what anybody else does. I really struggled to not get the chair to move. It just kept wanting to follow me, obviously. But I was like, no, stay still. So I had to use one foot to block it. And then my leg and all sorts. It was like, how many limbs do you need to do this chair? So, yeah, I was trying to kind of figure out the way to clean them properly. I should have done research first, but when would I fit that into the day? Along with cleaning everything, the dishwasher, meals, blah, 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 blah. All that cool stuff. So, yeah, I think I need to go back over the chairs, but they were good enough. And good enough is my best friend. So, anybody else lives like that? So, yeah, I needed to... Oh, also, I'd recently just changed the tablecloth. This one has got a little dirty now, but because I've not had a chance to wash the other one, I can't change them over. I seem to be in a bit of a backlog with the laundry. So, I made a interesting... So you might have heard at the start of the video that I was on about laundry and was like, oh no, I don't have a lot. There might be a few bits upstairs. Ha 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 ha. Yeah, there was a lot of things upstairs. I had a whole basket full of stuff. I had towels that I'd found, and there was like literally 5 things in Oliver's room, and so he doesn't take up a lot of space, but me and Cora had clearly, like, I don't think it helped that we both went to like the gym last night, so I went and did a workout with a class, and then Cora went to the gym, so we had our gym stuff to wash as well, so never mind. And now I'm just tidying the playroom because it wasn't like dirty. I just needed to give it a quick vacuum, tidy some stuff. I do need to deep clean his cupboard, like his little drawers and stuff, but I'm going to do that another day when I've got more time, just because the whole house needed some TLC, not just one room. So I did all the like dusting and surfaces and kind of like made sure it was all, you know, sanitary. Is that the right word? I don't know. So I made sure it was all okay to actually be in and play and everything else. And yeah, so then I did that just to make sure. Oh my. So yeah, I did all that just to make sure it was all okay to play and wipe down the surfaces. And I do need to probably, when I do the like playroom makeover, I'm going to take everything out again and do the full-on deep clean like I did in the last one. If you've not seen my little playroom makeover, I'll leave a link to it in the description. It was so fun to do, and I can't wait to do the next one. I'm just working on the theming. It was going to be farms. It might still be farms, but I don't know. I'll see. I apologise for the noise. We have a plane going overhead. It's been nice for the past 2 days here in the UK, thankfully. I say nice, it's been okay. It's not been hot, it's not been overly warm. It's kind of been a bit muggy, so it's still like cloudy, but it's not so much that you like think it's going to rain. I don't know, the cloud looks a bit ominous. Ominous, is that the right word? Anyway, so it's not been like amazing weather, but it's not been raining, which is a blessing because we are in August and it shouldn't be this down and rainy and horrible. We've had a lot of storms. I do enjoy a storm though, but we're not getting the tropical weather to go with it. If we can get the tropical weather to go with it, I won't. But then I also not going to complain the fact that we don't really have that many natural disasters in the sense of like tsunamis and, you know, tornadoes and everything else. So as much as I am complaining, I'm also not complaining because we are very lucky here in the UK to not have those really terrible things. I know there's areas that do really bad with flooding, but where I live, we don't have any of that. So I'm just gonna, you know, say I am grateful for what we do have. So yeah, that was my little rant about the weather. I decided to give Oliver's little chair a bit of a clean because he's been snacking in it a lot. Oh, also, he is talking like mad. What is it when they come up to like getting to the age of 2 and they're just like, yep, I'm just gonna chat your ear off and I'm gonna talk. And my parents the other day were like, can you translate what he's asking for? And I was like, oh yeah, he's asking for a snack. And I was like having to translate what I knew he was asking for and what he wanted to do to them, who obviously didn't understand as much. And it was just so cute. Like, oh, it's so cute at the minute. I know it's going to be a point where he's going to be like tantrum city, but right now he's a good little egg. And I'm loving it. I'm very grateful for such a beautiful little boy. So yeah, he's talking a lot. We are getting into the potty training. We've got him a potty. We kind of did a little bit with him. And he knows when you're having a wee and like you need to go to the toilet. Like he understands, but he doesn't understand maybe when he's going to the toilet yet. So that's what I kind of want to research. So I'm going to go to the local library and see if they've got any books on potty training. And see if there's any more for him to read as well. Like together, we have one and he really likes it and enjoys it. So I'm hoping if we can get maybe another one, we can kind of like really go at it with him. Because we kind of started and I didn't have a plan. We didn't have any kind of system. And I was just like, right, then we had a bit of a busy period. So we've not done any extra like efforts with it, so I really need to sit down, make a plan and figure out what we want to do, how we want to do it, and what we think is going to work for Oliver himself and stuff like that. So if you've got any tips on potty training, if you have any idea of how to help them, how to kind of, I don't even know, like how do you just get them to know that they're having a wee and that kind of thing, hit me up, because I need the help. Also, we got him this little toot from a charity shop, and it's a little train station. I thought there was a train with it. It cost us £5, so super duper bargain. And he's loved it. He's not even bothered about using his toot on it as much as just all cars. So we've been playing with it in the living room, and I'm happy to have it in the living room. I just wanted to pick it all up so then I could properly vacuum the floor and not instead of just going around it, because while he's not here, it's easy to do these things. It's easier to take everything away and do it properly, and then other days when I need to vacuum, I can just vacuum around it when he's at home, kind of thing. And it's so funny because obviously we've got the playroom. I'm like, why is it not just in the playroom? We could keep everything in there. Nothing ever just stays in that designated room. Once you have a child, I'm fully aware that even if you've got a dedicated toy room, the toys do not just stay in that room. They want to take them to bed. They want to sit and have them while they eat. They want to have them in a different room. And I'm kind of okay with that. I think as long as we've not got major toys everywhere, like I don't want to walk into the kitchen and it just be a floor covered of Duplo. I'm kind of okay with toys being lightly scattered in places. He's really into like his jelly cats, so he's got 3 jelly cats. I say 3, he's got 4. One lives in the car, and then he's got 3 in his bed. He's got a monkey, a dinosaur, and a fish, and he loves them all. And he has to have them to go to sleep with. He loves hugging them, and that's his like comfort thing. And for a long time, he wasn't bothered about these comfort things. It's just something that's come up the past couple of months that I think we were trying to encourage him to have a comfort in something, like a thing, instead of us, because then at least that thing we can he can just settle himself on a night sort of thing instead of having to have us around. And that was my theory behind it anyway. So yeah, that's where we're at recently with him, and it's working out. He's kind of like, he's really into cars as well. Like, he loves cars. He loves the film cars. He loves toy cars. He likes planes and trains. We took him to the National Railway Museum last weekend, and all you heard was choo-choo and train all day. That's all he wanted to say, and it was fantastic, and he thoroughly enjoyed himself, which was so sweet. If you've not been, it's in York. It's a really great family day out. And yeah, it's just well worth going, especially if your little one is into some sort of vehicles kind of thing, because yeah, it's just fun. And you get to go into some of the trains. We got to go and sit in the Shinkansen, which is a Japanese bullet train, which me and Cora have actually been on. Not obviously that model that we sat in, but yeah. I'll see if I've got a little picture and I'll put it up to show you. But yeah, we had a really good time, and it was lovely just to kind of have a nice family day out. So I do recommend it if you can get there or you live close. So I've moved on to the bedroom. I really want to try and do like a really major deep clean, like of the mattress using the bicarbonate soda thing. I think it's bicarbonate soda. Anyway, so that's kind of what I want to do. I just need to like do it. Does anybody else have this thing on like, yeah, I really want to do this thing, and you've got all the best intentions and you just like, there's no pocket of time that maybe is big enough or long enough or works out for you to get that task done. That's been my biggest thing. Also, we've got a crack in our mirror thing, one of our mirror doors, so we have to keep them a certain way. So the way they're stacked now, with the one at the front in front, is to hide the little crack. It's in the corner. I don't know if it happened when we moved them. I still haven't put those videos out, but when we DIY'd the bedroom, they will come at some point, I promise. I am just trying to get to them, basically. So yeah, the bathroom was a big mess because both of us, obviously, once we got back last night, we kind of just got showered, left the stuff in there, and I was like, I'm too tired now, because I didn't get back till 8 from training, and then I needed dinner, so Cora had got dinner ready, which was great, and then by that point I was like, yeah, I'm ready to just not do anything now. And we'd been out all day at the zoo, so yeah, we were both pretty tired, so a lot of things just got left, like the dishwasher this morning. I don't generally leave the dishwasher until the next day. I always try to at least fill it. Even if it's not going to go on, I'd like to at least fill it so then I can come down in the morning and the kitchen will be relatively clean. Because I think sometimes it can set the day off wrong, especially for me. I think I look at it and I'm like, oh, I've got so much to do already. and that's not how it should start. So I always try to do the dishwasher the night before and make sure at least it's full or whatever, and things are not just sat on the side. So yeah, that was my thing. Also, I do have a tool to help clean the radiators, you know, the towel radiators, or whatever they're called. That is it, isn't it? A towel radiator. Anyway, so I have a special tool, but I couldn't find it, and then I was a bit like, ugh, I can't be bothered. So I ended up using a cloth, but it just takes so long, and they're just so dusty, and it's just so like, ah. Anybody else feel like that with their towel radiators, that they just can't be bothered cleaning them, and you just think, I don't want to do it. That's me. That's how I feel every time I try to clean them. So much that a lot of the time they just get missed, which is really bad. I appreciate it. I will hold my hands up and say I'm a bad cleaner. I want to reorganise this bathroom. So we don't really have a lot in there. We don't have any storage really. What we do have is that little container on the top, and then something that's hooked on the back of the door. But it's not really being utilised all that well. So I think I might try and do some sort of rearrangement in there one time, just to kind of make it better. I don't know. Oh gosh, my dishwasher's just scared the life out of me. Honestly, appliances today are freaking me out. I think they've all got a mind of their own. So yeah, I think I need to do a bit of a reorganise in there. It's only small stuff, but I think if you could put other stuff in there and be like, right, that's kind of clean, tidied. Also, I'd like to get something to help tidy Oliver's toys, because they're all just kind of sat on the side by the window or in the bath. We did have a little thing that we got, not last year, maybe it was last year we got it for Christmas, and it was a shark, like a bath tidy, but it was a shark. It just kept falling off, and it would fall off in the middle of the night and scare the life out of me and Cora. And I was like, somebody's trying to break in the house, running around thinking, oh my God, is Oliver safe? Are we okay? Is there somebody outside? No, it was just the bath thing falling off again. So in the end I was like, well, it just keeps falling off. I'm not putting myself through a heart attack every night just because of this thing. So we ended up getting rid of it. So I do need to replace it. It's just finding one that looks nice, works well, and all that jazz. It felt so nice to get the carpet vacuumed upstairs, because I don't bring it up often. Like, I must do it like once a week, and I should do it more. But because we don't generally eat upstairs either, there's never like major crumbs. I realise I'm just making myself look more and more disgusting through this video, but it was nice to get the carpet cleaned upstairs, the vacuumed. I do want to get some more of that carpet fresh stuff. I don't know if anybody uses it. There used to be a powder one. I think there's like a spray one. And it just feels so nice because it lasts. Because every time you walk on the carpet, there's like this little burst of freshness. So I need to go and get myself some of that, I've decided. And I need to mop the bathroom floors. They're all a bit like sad, I think. They all need a little bit of TLC, basically. And yeah, so I then decided I'm going to sort out Oliver's room. We need to go through, both me and Cora, we like to do it together, go through his clothes because he's going to be going into 2 to 3 soon-ish, I think. I don't know. There's some stuff he already wears. They're just a little bit on the bigger side. But there's stuff in his wardrobe that is his size now that we just don't put him in. I don't know whether it's because of the weather, because there's other stuff we prefer. I don't know. I just try and end up going for the same outfits every time instead of trying to make up new ones. So I think we'll have to address that and try and put some outfits together, and then, you know, see why we're not using these things and if we should just take them out and sell them on or donate them or whatever. So I think we'll probably do that at some point, maybe this week or next week. And yeah, so I am just trying to get all the washing together. Like I said, there was a lot. And Oliver's room is very dark. I appreciate that it's very dark but he's got a blackout blind on. And to open the curtains, take the blind off, and then put it all back again before he comes home, it's not worth it at all. So I'm just waiting. I'm just literally going to wait until when it gets to winter, it starts getting dark early, that I can take that down and no longer need it. And then I'll probably give the window area a really good clean. Because it doesn't get too dusty. I still clean the windowsill. It's just all the other stuff that needs doing. Like actually cleaning the window itself and everything. So yeah, I just leave that alone because it's just not worth it. Would you like my little shot of the bedroom? Ooh, very nice. And the bathroom. So yeah, that was my plan. Yeah, so I'm just trying to dust the things in the hallway, the landing, the stairways in the stairs because I don't have dusties. Our final plan for this landing, hallway, stairway, place is that we will replace the pictures in the frames with pictures of us, maybe in black and white. I'm not sure yet, but that's our ever after kind of plan. That is my major deep house clean today. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you do, make sure you subscribe to the channel, like this video because I'll be doing plenty more like this.
and I do videos every Wednesday and Sunday at 6 PM UK time. I don't know what that means in any other time, but yeah, so if you've enjoyed this video, make sure you stick around because I'll be doing plenty more. Thank you for joining me, and I'll see you real soon.